It's a pleasure to welcome to the show Josh from Cemetery Sun. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm great. I am. It's like October and it's still sunny. I mean, that's a win for England.
Dude, we brought a little piece of California with us over here. I swear, every time we're here, I'm like, why is it sunny? Everyone's always talking about cloudy weather and what rain, and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I should knock on wood after what I just said. I kind of like it actually.
This is where you'll leave, and suddenly the next week it's just gonna be torrential downpour.
Yeah, yeah, right. Just a downpour. Yeah, no, of course. No, it's nice. We're doing good, and thanks for having me on the show.
No, thank you for being on it. So you're currently at the assembly, isn't it? Tonight.
That's correct. Yeah, yeah. Currently over here at the Camden Assembly.
How's the tour been going so far? Is this the last date now, isn't it? It's been quite a little
Dude, this
short but compact
yeah,
tour.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It is the last date. It is 5 out of 5. We just did quick 5 shows over here, and boys, it's been nothing but quick indeed. So it's pretty crazy for me because I mean I'm starting to catch up with me now. like I said, it's just like create these whatever you guys got out here, those double espressos. Those have been saving my life. So I'm gonna have to go grab one of those probably before we play. As crazy as it sounds, but it's just like so much go, and everything's just been fantastic, and like absolutely loving the tour, the people who've been showing up. We've had a group of fans who've come to all 5 shows. It's just like really special for us having our first headline run out here. It goes so well. um every voice in that room, every room has just been chanting. I almost don't even have to sing. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's the ideal for a singer. Not have to sing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's pretty incredible. So that being said, um things are getting better as we like keep growing the band and coming back out here. Each time has been getting better and better.
Yeah.
um but this one is incredibly special to us.
So what's the song that's getting the best reaction, the best screaming along?
Dude, I think actually the best one for us has been Visions. I mean that one, and then Visions and 19 both have done really well. I do this part in one of our new songs, Heart of Stone, that's really cool. And the whole crowd like sings it back, and then there's this like dead space before the last chorus, and everyone starts laughing because it's like, what now? It's like awesome. It's just those little moments where it's like quote unquote cheeky.
Yeah.
Right.
How is
So
how is that feeling? Obviously, getting crowds singing along in a completely different country. Obviously you're from the States. It's a long way from home, and then you've still got people screaming every word to a track.
it's freaking crazy, dude. It's so weird. I mean, like we can't even ask for that in some parts of the states, like most parts of the states. It's just you come out here and then the whole freaking room's packed out and singing, and I'm like, what the heck? This is like definitely a dream come true. I never thought that our home away from home would be England, Scotland, and whatnot, all the UK in total. But it is. It's exactly what it's become, and it's just so welcoming every time we're out here. I feel like people are just so nice to us, and it goes such a long way. When you're technically a foreigner, coming out here and just trying to do what you do, and when everyone's supportive and being so nice to you, it just really, really changes the morale of the entire trip, of the entire tour.
Yeah, I mean, I love the fact that American bands find us welcoming because we want more. I'd love tours all the time, just tour all the time. Would be great for us.
Oh, it would be awesome. Unfortunately, can't get more than about 10 dates in the
Yeah,
country. And then we just start all over again right next week. So
yeah. So tonight, because when I chatted with the main before, when they were supporting You Me at 6, they literally were doing the gig and then going straight to the airport to go straight back to the States pretty much that night. What's the deal with you guys? You actually getting a break before having to head back to the States, or
yeah,
is it?
it's exactly what we're doing. Yeah, it's straight after the gig. It's rip everything apart, put it all away, and then be at the airport very early in the morning. And we got to get back to the States for some other obligations that we have over there. So it's just like, dude, it just never stops. And that's what we asked for. You got to be careful what you ask for. You just might get it. And I say that like with a humble and gracious heart.
Yeah.
I love it. It's like the hustle and bustle of everything is just fantastic. But dude, it's crazy, man. Like some of these trips just get longer and longer. You know what I mean? Like on the planes and stuff, and it's really not even that bad of a flight because in the States we're used to driving long distances. I mean,
Yeah.
people thought we were absolutely like mental psycho when we went Glasgow to Birmingham the other night. They're like, "What? You're driving all the way down?" We're like, "Yeah, it's like driving from San Francisco to LA. It's like not that bad."
Yeah, but we after about an hour, that's it. That's all England would do. They're like, nah, we'll do no more
I've
than that.
noticed. I've noticed. I've noticed. Yeah, yeah. Careful which part of the United States y'all tour.
But
You know,
also though,
Dallas to Phoenix is like 17 hours, y'all. Yeah,
oh,
bust the chops up for that one, man.
17 hours. Could almost
Uh-huh.
fly to
Yeah.
Australia.
I know. I know. I know. It's crazy. So we enjoy coming out here because everything's like short distance for us, okay? So, but
It's small
and
and
that's not
compact.
everybody, but yep. Yep, it's awesome. It's awesome. So,
I'm pretty sure England is like the size of just one state, isn't it?
yes, yes, it is.
You could fit us in somewhere like Kansas, just chuck us in there.
Yeah, well, you pretty much I think you almost it's almost like California, so but yeah. It's pretty cool, man. I enjoy it out here. It's more cities to go to. It's like a
Yeah.
very dense California. It's like if we had like five more really big cities, you know, it'd be really really cool. So definitely been enjoying our time. Everything's been smooth, and I think they're loading more gear out of the back right now. The hardest part is finding a quiet place for conversations like these.
Yeah. They did.
Kidding, you know what I mean? So it's like one of those things where it's just tough to break away, but it's fun. You know what I mean? It's all a part of the process, right? Like the when we've been talking about here. So it's pretty cool,
Yeah.
man.
One thing I wanted to ask, 'cause I was looking online, I couldn't find an answer for it. But where did the name Cemetery Sun come from?
The name of the band, Cemetery Sun, it really came from just finding the light in a dark place. Because you know the world is just that in and of itself most of the time, and I think that it's really difficult for us to see that light sometimes. And so we wanted our band to be kind of a metaphor for that, and you know, living proof that if we can, you know, get to the top of what we're doing here and enjoy it, and be able to you know, take and receive all the I should say give and receive all the love, you know, through the community and through the music, then really, I mean, life's not all that bad. You know, it's a good place to be. Very blessed, you know, and I think that name really really encompasses that for us. It's like we want that to continuously be pointed north
I love that.
for us, and yeah. So the name, it's really a symbol of hope, you know, as putting the icon as well.
That's
So
awesome. Yeah, that's perfect. That's kind of what I was hoping it was going to be. That was where I was hoping it'd
yeah,
come from.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
One thing I love to ask bands is like, do you have like a sort of tick list of places that you want to play? Like, are there any venues or cities in the UK like we definitely on our bucket list? We need to play this venue. We need to do this gig.
I mean, I used to be like that, but now I'm just kind of like happy to do whatever comes across the table when it comes to a lot of the gigs because each experience like typically holds something that you're just not expecting.
Yeah.
Like some of these like the roam around right now, it's been fantastic. Every room's been like basically sold out. If not, I think all of them actually did end up selling out on this run. It's just fantastic. It's so cool. And they're smaller rooms, but it's like you get a different version of your show every night. Like I my banter changes, like everything's changing, and it's pretty incredible to be able to see the difference in that and like keep altering and becoming a better version of yourself through it. And so I mean, yeah, I mean Wembley would be cool. You know, like main stage at a Reading and Leeds or a Download would be awesome, but just as happy playing like, you know, 200 or 400 cap venue and having that intimacy with fans too. I mean, I think that that's like super super important. So, you know, I know it's kind of like a roundabout way of saying I don't have an answer to that question, but I guess in a way it's an answer as well because it's just I love every gig. It's there's something
Yeah.
different about each one in each setting, and there's a type of show you put on for each setting too. And I think that's also very important.
That,
So
that kind of leads on to the next sort of question because obviously you supported the likes of Muse and people like that. So like you get the intimacy of the smaller sort of rooms, and you know what? How do you prepare for like supporting someone like Muse in a like you know a stage which is just ridiculous? Like the difference in the crowd? Like, how do you prepare yourself for that? Or is it a case of like, a gig's a gig, we're gonna just go out, we're gonna do our best?
Yeah, I mean, you just actually kind of answered the question. Is That's how it is for me. I don't like to treat anything different just because. I mean, intimate gigs are different when it's less people. You obviously like get the opportunity to like make eye contact with everyone in the room. So I think the challenge is making everyone in a crowd of like 10,000 plus 20,000 plus people feel that way. You want them to feel seen, like they're a part of like the experience, and ultimately, that's what fulfills the experience for us. So gigs like that, like I don't know, I think running on a big stage is much easier than running on a small stage.
Less things to
I'm
trip
gonna be
over.
honest. The large crowd doesn't bother me. It's the small one that does. So that's probably weird for me to say, but I mean that's the truth for me. I think that small crowds I'm a little more intimidated by because it's so close, and then the larger ones like playing on those stages that musicians become fully accustomed to now, right?
Yeah.
Um, I almost feel like it's easier. I don't know. I think that's what I always dreamt of. And so like when I get to experience that, it's like, wow, like you're here, like, be in your own movie for a second. It's okay, you know? Like enjoy that moment for a second. Like there's so many people who wish they could. So when you have the opportunity, you gotta make damn sure that you do.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Um, so what is the plan for the rest of the year for you guys? Obviously heading back to the States tonight or tomorrow morning after five
Yeah.
sold out shows in the UK. So then what's the plan moving forward? Are we getting any time off between now and say Thanksgiving or
Yeah. It's gonna be a kind of like a mellow holiday. Although we are like going to be like ramping up to releasing a lot of, show opportunities and stuff and tour opportunities next year that we're in the process of picking out right now. So it's not 100% yet, but we're getting there. I know it's always good to say, oh, we have this tour lined up, be on the lookout. It's like, well, we kind of like did that this year. I think the next big step for us is just like trying to get back out here and be on some festivals and have those experiences, which are always fun. It's just honestly the best. Um, and then beyond that, like maybe do some cool support slots and then come back and do like another headliner that's like 2 3 times as big as the one we're doing now. I think that'd be the goal. So if you can tell, I haven't put any thought into this. um I'm just like looking forward to seeing some of those things come to fruition as we enter 2024.
yeah? I mean that all sounds awesome to us.
Yeah, I mean that's why we're doing it, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And
Yeah.
where are we in terms of music and releasing? What's the next stage of releasing? Have we got some more singles coming out or EP on the
Yeah.
line?
Yeah, like I we talked about, oh, should we just do singles or another EP or like I mean, to be honest, I want to build up to another record. I think that it's just really important to like give people a collection of music in your journey. I like EPs and stuff, but to me that's more of like an emerging artist kind of thing. I think once you've emerged and you know your sound, it's like give people chapters. So I still am a firm believer in that. That's not to say that we would never do like a mixtape or an EP again,
Yeah.
or more singles. Obviously, we've released 4 singles in a row starting from March. So I don't know. I think at this point it's all about just finishing the next record. We have like a dozen songs almost done, counting the 4 that we released already this year. So there's like 6 to 8 more, and then there's probably like another 6 to 8 that we want to write. And yeah, y'all are in for a good next record. That's all I can say. Um, because I love the 4 that are out right now. I know we've got Sabotage out, and then Visions, and then Heart of Stone came next, and then as of last excuse me, last week we have Defeated now.
Yeah.
And so if you can see where we're going with those 4, there's a lot of crossover there and a lot of
Okay.
capability for new experimentation with our sound. So yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Go just
Okay.
finish the record and then probably release a couple more singles, and then people can look forward to some visuals, maybe some music videos, and eventually another record is what I'd really like to see happen.
What I love the fact you say you're still making albums because I love an album. I think it's that cementing of a band for that period of time. What is your current go-to album at the moment?
Man. Current go-to album. Like I'm such a bad like music uh like listener. I think like Muse's new album, The Will of the People, and all that was just absolutely fantastic. I've been a big fan and listener of that one. Um, Otherwise, like I typically just listen to I listen to a lot of our own music because I try to write stuff with the guys that I enjoy. Like that was kind of what I always wanted when I was a kid. First was to make stuff that I enjoy listening to, inspired by the bands I love. Um, and a lot of those bands, like some of them are still here, some of them aren't. But it's cool because I still listen to a lot of those old records, and I think when it comes to new music, like it's just been harder to find um in the rock genre, especially like a bunch of cutting edge material, so to speak. I mean, and I don't mean any disrespect to anybody's art. It's just hard for me. Like I think once you get so deep in the game of like writing songs and like and you've exercised like all of your fandom um of other artists and bands in life, it's just you get more particular. And I remember someone told me this too. They said a very long time ago to me when I was like, 19, so quite a ways back now for me. Um, they they said once you get into music full time, he's like, if you want to go do this full time, he's like, it's going to change the way you listen to music, and it sure has. Because like, man, I just feel like such a hater, like all the time. I hate all my own stuff too. It's everything. I mean, my wife and friends and everybody back home, they always make fun of me because they're just like, God, here he goes again, making fun of everything we turn on. And I'm like, yeah, but this, I don't know. I just look at it that way. It's funny, and like there's so many like funny noises that people make in songs and vocals, and like I'm one of them too. Like I just think some of my stuff's hilarious. Sometimes I'll be like, geez, like I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, you're that guy. So, but yeah, I mean, all that back to a point, right? I love Muse's new record. I think that one just really inspired us to write some chunkier stuff ourselves and not stay so mellow alternative pop, but bring like that new metal progressive influence into that and then make it very digestible for people. So we've tried to do that, and I think it's working. I think I like Defeated for that. It like still has a part where it peaks and it's heavy and I scream, you know. And then the music is very like 90s to me. It's just like got that 90s alternative like cool factor. What the hell are they doing up there? I swear to God, like someone's like sounds like their nails on a chalkboard in here. Can you hear that? Can you all hear that?
No,
Tell them to shut up. uh,
it's
Anyways,
London. It's
it's like a
never quiet.
drill or something. They're like I don't know if they're like building a wall. Like what are they doing out here? Oh my gosh, it's like right at the venue right now too. It's funny.
Yeah, it's London.
Anyways,
It's
sorry.
never quiet.
No.
Oh, that's been amazing. Yeah, so we're really looking forward. Defeated is an awesome track. So as soon as I heard it, I loved it. It's just like you said, it's that nice progression, then the big uplift, and then it's just awesome.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I want to do more songs like that, and we already got some in the vault that are going to follow that up well. I promise you that. So,
I like the sound of that. So thank you so much, Josh, for joining me on the show from Cemetery Sun. Have the best time in Camden tonight,
oh, thank you
and
so much.
hopefully we'll see you sometime soon at a festival in the UK next
Yeah.
year.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Thanks. Cheers.
Sweet. Thank you very much.